So this lentil curry is so phenomenal in flavor, but so quick and so easy to make that I don't think you'll ever order takeout ever again. What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sahar and I post nutrition and overall wellness related content twice a week. That's on Mondays and Fridays. So join me on my culinary path to greatness while I bring you not only mouth-watering recipes, the occasional ASMR, the occasional why you should stop dieting rant, all of these things that you will love me and my channel and my cooking for. Okay, no, but seriously, today we're going to make a bomb.com lentil curry. So this lentil curry is so phenomenal in flavor, but so quick and so easy to make that I don't think you'll ever order takeout ever again. So we're starting off with half of an onion. This should be enough for the amount of lentils that we're making. We're going to slice vertically first and then turn it to slice horizontally to get these uniform cubes. Okay guys, so step 2 is simply adding our chopped onions to 1/4 of a cup of olive oil. Well, I use olive oil. You can use whatever you prefer. It doesn't really make a huge difference in terms of the taste. Honestly, this dish is so heavily spiced that it's not going to make a difference. I promise you. Make sure your onion is around this color before you go in with any other ingredients. Now we're going in with ginger and garlic. This is ginger paste and minced garlic that I get from Costco. You can always use fresh ingredients, so it will always taste better. I was just super lazy, and plus this is a quick weeknight dinner recipe, okay? It's not a weekend dinner recipe where we have all the time in the world to be chopping up stuff. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our spices. The spices that I used are pink Himalayan salt, turmeric, coriander powder. I went in with garam masala. I went in with Kashmiri chili powder, which is my favorite, some cumin, and just a teeny bit of cinnamon. Now I'm adding water. This is around 1/4 of a cup, by the way. Also, all measurements are in the description below. So in case you missed, or in case I missed anything. Okay, now we're just stirring while it fries. And you want to go in, like when you feel like the water is drying out and it's about to stick to the pan, you want to go in with a little bit of water, a little at a time, please. So now that it looks like this consistency, we're going to add 1 cup of lentils. These are washed, by the way, which I did off camera. So after we add the lentils, we're going to give it a quick stir. That way the lentils are evenly coated with the spices underneath. Here I only went in with around half a cup of water because I still want the lentils and the spices with the flavors from them both to infuse together. I added about 2.5 cups before placing the lid on top and letting it simmer for a few minutes. Now the curry should look like this. The lentils are not quite ready yet, so I'm going to go in with half a cup of tomato paste. You can always substitute fresh tomatoes They just take longer to cook. And remember, guys, this is a quick weeknight dinner recipe. So I'm using a lot of convenience items. At this point, I'm adding just enough water for the lentils to completely cook down. In other words, you want to add just enough, but not too much. Nothing really exciting here. Just adding a little bit more water because the curry itself isn't the consistency that I want it to be, since I'm eating it with rice along with the lentils. They were still kind of hard, so I went in with just a teeny bit more. So I do this thing and it really works for me where I smell the food and I can kind of tell what spices are missing. So it smelled like it needed a little more cumin, so I went ahead and added that, and now it is completely done. That was just the final touch. It's the consistency that I want. Lentils are thoroughly cooked, and these are just the toppings that I'm going to top the dal with. Chili and the cilantro are on. It smells heavenly and we're almost ready to eat it, but no dal dish is complete without some Pico de Gallo. Here I'm just chopping up some cilantro. This took a nice bunch. It wasn't too much and it was just enough. Chop my little chili along with the tomato. And to be honest, the ratio of the ingredients really depends on what you prefer. I prefer it mildly spicy with more onions and more tomato. So that's what I did. I also added these 2 mini cucumbers. They're so crunchy, but the skin is so thin that it's like you don't need to peel it. I know that the traditional recipe for Pico de Gallo doesn't include cucumbers, but it reminds me of a cucumber salad, which is a Pakistani salad. But yeah, it reminds me of that, so I just thought, why not? Even though these cucumbers are fairly small, we're still going to cut them in 4s. And I'm not worried too much about the size being uniform throughout, because I'm going to cut it even more like this way. Not sure what this technique is called, but I like to use it for salads. Now I'm just mixing, trying to figure out how much onion will be enough. 1/4 should be enough. Again, I like to use the bigger ones because they're just so much easier to peel. They're so much easier to chop. We're going to chop the onions similar to how we chopped everything else, just so that they are relatively the same size.
here I'm just mixing it to see if everything is even, if, you know, I need to add anything else. And it looks pretty good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add the lime. We're gonna go in with this.
Oh, just watching this makes my mouth water.
It's just spicy and sour. It has a large amount of sodium in it, so I'm going super light-handed. But honestly, this was not enough. So I went in and put some more. And honestly, this is not a necessity. It's more of a shortcut that I used. You can always substitute this for just some salt and vinegar, salt and lime. I prefer lime over vinegar, but salt and lime, or you can just use a little bit of chili powder too, or chili flakes, or whatever you prefer. And here's the final product. This is without the Pico de Gallo. I wanted to shoot this because I wanted to show you what it looks like by itself with just some brown rice. And here's the plate with the Pico de Gallo, along with the lentil curry and the brown rice all the way at the bottom. I love eating this in a bowl. Ugh, it was so good. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what my next recipe should be. Thank you so much for watching. Adios.